show I would say that I do not watch is Black Ink Crew. I'm sorry, but I cannot get down with that show. And also, I love The View. So as I don't know if you guys are average viewer of The View, you saw what happened with Meghan McCain this week, how she got really nasty with Whoopi. They were talking about something, and then Whoopi said we gotta go to break, and Megan does not like people cutting her off, so she was like pissed the fact that they cut her off, that she had to go. They had to go to break. To me, my thing is people think that people do not agree with Megan because of her political view. I don't think that's it at all. I think people do not like Megan, unfortunately, because of the way she treats people, the way she answers questions, and just her behavior. I mean, think about it. If we all were just one religion, one political parties, we all just dressed alike, our hair was the same, we talked the same, we all ate the same food, it would not be a world. What kind of world would we be living in? So having different political party, there's nothing wrong with that. Being conservative, there's nothing wrong with that, except that this political party is not like, her party is not like the way it used to be. But that's a whole nother topic. However, you could get your point across with not having to shame somebody, not screaming at someone, calling them out on something that's not even necessary. Even at time I've seen her, she's gotten hostile when a guest comes and she asks the questions and they don't answer the question, and she's like, come on, denounce it now. You don't do that. You ask someone a question. If they want to answer, they answer. If they don't answer, you can't press the person to you cannot press them to you know what I mean, to answer the questions. That's not your job. You're not an investigator. So your job is, as a journalist, just to ask the questions. And you hope, we know those politicians are never truly honest, and certain people are not honest. So moving on from that, what did I watch? Oh yes, so Giselle and Robin from Real Housewife of Potomac, they are coming back in July. I can't wait. I'm really sad that Monique is gone, but it seems like it's going to be an interesting ride. Wendy's in a hot seat. We know that. If you've seen the trailer, how Giselle called Wendy out. Wendy did not like that. So Giselle this week went on the Breakfast Club because Giselle has a podcast with Robin. And then she was saying how she was okay with Portia, asking certain questions about the co-host. She said, oh, I just wanted her, to tell me if that's true or not. Well enough to know that if you are on this show, you bring something up on camera, they are going to talk about it. If you are really concerned, she could have text Wendy and asked Wendy about it. But she waited until the cameras were rolling. Why don't we roll until the cameras were rolling to ask her about Jamal? Why isn't Jamal there? What happened with Jamal? You never talk about your relationship. For once, I see Robin was thinking on her own by saying no. Also, when they asked about Portia, I think Robin can be amazing. If Robin is not up Giselle's, what? Robin might seems like she has character, but we don't get to see who Robin is without Giselle, because her and Giselle are always together. It's like Beavis and Butthead. If you're old enough, you're a certain era, then you know who Beavis and Butthead is. If not, no, not to tell you. Then it's like Beavis and Butthead. They don't go nowhere without each other, which is crazy. But also, when you look at what's her name? When you look at Wendy, Wendy got a lot of work done. I thought Wendy was beautiful before. It looks like she's getting lighter and lighter. Apparently she got, twins done. So it's going to be interesting. And they have a new housewife, Ashley, struggling with motherhood. One thing I can say is when you have children so close in age, back to back, it is a struggle. It's a real struggle. But the whole thing is with her, you could hire help. You don't have to do everything on your own. I understand that the mother got to go to work. She has things to do. You could hire help. Take it one day at a time. And as a parent, I can say you have to enjoy those moments because you don't get them back. And also, not everyone is fortunate to be able to have a baby. So Ashley's is in a position to be able to have that. Michael's loaded, and Ashley has money too, because Ashley doesn't wear big designer stuff. Ashley doesn't seem like she spend money other than like helping her mom out. So she shouldn't be able to have much of a problem getting help. But not to say that postpartum depression is not real. Postpartum depression is real, regardless whether you have money, you don't have money. That's something that if she has, she's gonna have to get help. It's serious. Whether you poor, you rich, postpartum depression is no joke. But one thing I would tell anybody with children or having them so close in age, don't take everything so seriously. Things are gonna go wrong, things are gonna happen, and you just hope that you have a supportive spouse that understands. Sometimes, after you have a baby, the body takes a little bit of time, your hormones are through the roof, with pregnancy and post-pregnancy. So Michael has a little bit of compassion. Oh yes, and one more thing to close this little test run. Nick Cannon. So apparently Nick Cannon has 3 different baby mama. He has 2 women pregnant for him. I think one of them gave birth 6 months ago, but the other one is gonna give birth. So that's his 7th